Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In today's video I'll show you how I caught dinner for 3 people with my Cressi Sioux 60, the smallest spear gun in my collection. The Bura has now been blowing for 9 days straight and I haven't seen much besides salpas and mullets, so this was a perfect opportunity to make this video. I recently replaced the band on this 60 cm spear gun and challenged myself to catch enough fish to feed 3 people. I cut a piece of an old Pescasub band from my bigger gun so it was stretched to the max. I tried shooting a salpa, but the safety was on, so it got away. Then I saw another one mid-bottom lined up and shot. The aim was perfect, but the line tangled and it escaped. It probably didn't survive, which always makes me feel bad. I didn't want that to happen again, so I went home, removed the dynema and replaced it with proper nylon. I thought that would solve the problem, but as you'll see later, it didn't. Back in the sea, I approached a shoal of salpas and took the shot at the fattest fish. The hit was bad and it escaped, which made me wonder if this challenge was really worth it. The effective range of this tiny spear gun is only 1 to 2 meters, which makes it really difficult to land anything. I came across a shoal of saddled Seabreams and tried an old trick I used as a kid, swimming away so they chase me and come closer. But even then I couldn't hit one. At one point, a cormorant chasing fish looked like it wanted to attack me, or maybe it just looked that way. I tried hitting a fast mullet and missed again. Finally, I spotted a single injured salpa below me. I dove slowly, took the shot and landed it. I couldn't believe I actually hit it with this tiny toy spear gun. Of course, I dispatched and cleaned it immediately, as I always do with salpas. This motivated me to keep going, even though swimming without fins is painfully slow. When I came back to the paddleboard, I noticed the brand new nylon had already split in half. I cut the wasted part away and burned it with a lighter so it wouldn't be in the way, then reloaded and went back in. Not even a minute later, a big salpa swam by perfectly, but when I shot, the gun tangled again and the spear didn't even reach it. At least this one swam away unharmed. By now I was pissed because the nylon just created new problems and solved nothing. Still, I reloaded and pushed on. I came across a big shoal of saddled Seabreams and further down some fat salpas floating mid-bottom. I slowly swam towards them as they moved away. When I came close enough, they swam towards the bottom at about 8 meters deep and were slowly getting away, so I quickly dove and took the shot. The hit was perfect, also a really long shot for this tiny gun. I dispatched and cleaned it immediately. With no stringer, I had to stuff it into my pocket, which looked pretty funny. I also saw a weaver fish, or pauk as we call it in Croatia, dangerous if you step on it, and right next to it a piper gurnard, cockot, which is always interesting to see. Tried hitting another mullet but missed. Came across a dead weaver on the sand with no idea what happened to it. Then I spotted another salpa, took the shot and missed, and this time the nylon snapped completely, so the shaft flew straight to the bottom. With no spare line, the only option was to tie the nylon together and keep going. It was now much shorter, so I couldn't do a full double wrap, but I managed to secure it on the side teeth of the Speargun. I swam up to another shoal of fat salpas and missed again. A few meters further, another shoal appeared, and this time I landed one. The hit was a bit high and the fish pulled the light shaft into the hole under a rock. In that situation, you never pull by force or the fish can tear off easily. So I carefully dispatched and cleaned it, but tangled the line badly while removing the shaft. This time I had a fish holder, so at least I didn't have to use my pocket again. I tried shooting a saddled Seabream but missed. Then I spotted a Gilthead Seabream below me. I slowly followed it as it swam away, dove quickly and took the shot. The hit was perfect, right in the middle, and I couldn't believe I landed a Gilthead with this toy gun. The stringer was starting to look pretty decent. Tried hitting this red mullet but missed, so I reloaded and continued. Saw another single salpa, so I slowly swam up to it and I took the shot. The hit was perfect and the shaft went deep into the rocks, so yes, even this little 60 centimeter Speargun packs some punch. By then the stringer looked good enough with about 1.5 kilograms of fish from 5 catches, so I headed back to the paddleboard and went home. I grilled the fish with rosemary and lemon, making sure to keep them juicy with plenty of olive oil. Served with potatoes on the side, it turned out to be an amazing dinner. So as you've seen, it's totally possible to catch fish even with this tiny Speargun, but I would recommend a 90 centimeter Speargun over this, even for beginners, because you're gonna have much easier time catching fish. This is actually a gun that I use for octopuses and hole hunting. So yeah, that's all for today's video. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe, as it helps the algorithm and ensures you won't miss out on the future content. Thanks for watching and stay safe while diving.